All right, I'm Mark Hanna. I'm CTO at Skvare, and I tend to focus my contributions in Drupal CiviCRM integration. So I thought I'd give a couple tips for people to help get started. So last May, we got integration with Drupal 11 working. So that was nice, and we've maintained several Drupal modules, and those all have Drupal 11 versions. But there is one that doesn't, and I'm going to help you get that going. So what is Composer? Composer is a dependency management tool. You tell it where to fetch different packages, and it also works to decide what versions of those packages will all work together. So CiviCRM and Drupal is not monolithic. It's tens or even hundreds of packages put together, glued, to provide all the functionality that you use for your site. So Composer is a program that can fetch it all, download it all, put it all together. And sometimes different packages like CiviCRM and Drupal use the same software, like Symfony. So instead of downloading it twice, having it in two places, you can have it once and have the version that works with both Drupal and CiviCRM. So that's what it's about. And if you imagine 100 packages trying to go somewhere, click a download link, unzip it, put it in a file, put it on the server, that gets tedious after a while. So this is the solution to that. So just some simple basics about it. You define a versions that you want in a file called Composer JSON, and then it works. Maybe you don't care about the exact version, but you just need a range, like 6.2 star. You just always want the latest 6.2 version. Also, where to retrieve packages from. Sometimes you want to pull your packages from a Git repo or your own fork or something like that, so you can tell Composer where to fetch that from. In your composer.lock, this is telling you what version it actually pulled down to use. So this is, we commit this file to the repo. If you have multiple instances like dev, staging, production, you want those to stay the same. You want your local development environments to be the same, then you have that lock file, and Composer will always pull that version down until you tell it to update. So to get started, there is documentation. We need to update this for Drupal 11, but it is quite simple with a Drupal site. Assuming you have a Drupal site already, run these 3 commands, and you can have CiviCRM pulled in and able to be installed. I'll post these slides somewhere. And then I was working on the Drupal 11 integration, and I made a Composer prototype template, and I thought, well, then I'll just give that to the community and let people have that so that they could get started. And so this is kept up to date semi-regularly, I'd say once a month or whenever I remember. And and then it does include all the other modules that one might want for Drupal, including CiviCRM Entity, which provides views integration and much other things, CiviCRM Drush, CiviCRM Form Builder blocks, put your form builders in any Drupal region that accepts blocks, or Layout Builder. And then I patch Web Form CiviCRM for D11 right there. It's like a 3-line patch, it all works. Another plugin you should know about, CiviCRM Asset plugin. When Composer pulls CiviCRM core down, it puts it in a vendor directory. Drupal needs CSS and JS assets in a different directory. This pulls that and puts those over there in the libraries directory, gets you set up. There's all kinds of options for this. The defaults generally work, but if you're doing hybrid systems, you can check out the options. You can configure that in the Composer JSON. Then we like to, when at all possible, have Composer pull in everything. So CiviCRM extensions is another thing often used. So we wrote a plugin to fetch the extensions and put them in the right place with a install path that you can configure, so you can put these wherever you want. I like to put my extensions in a non-standard place, so we have that. Default would be kind of like CiviCRM default location, but you can set that wherever you want. This is a little less than ideal because Composer's capability is to discover version requirements and do an analysis if the package will work or not. This just fetches and downloads. There is some discussion to be able to update the infrastructure to support more native, what are called installer types. There's a blog article So we're talking to people. It's actually fairly simple to make an extension support composer in this way. It's just kind of everybody needs to do it. Add a composer JSON in there and put a type of CiviCRM extension. So maybe we'll work on that as a community. And that would be more ideal. I want to share this tool, Drupal Lenient. This allows you to fetch packages that may not meet the constraints. So maybe you're using Drupal 11, but your module that you want to use only supports Drupal 10 at this time. So Composer will say, nope, I can't download it. But this will allow you to download it so you can patch it so you can get it going. So if you're upgrading a site from 10 to 11, you've got 100 modules to figure out. Maybe one of them doesn't have it. That shouldn't block you from upgrading your site or moving forward. So it's really simple to use. You can check that link. It's 3 commands. And there's the link to this repo again. So I'm always in the Drupal channel in chat.civicrm.org helping people out. So if you need a little assistance, get in there and ping me, and I'll help you out. That's it.